The Holiday Inn Express of Pittsburgh has flexible meeting spaces, complimentary internet access, a free hot breakfast bar in the morning, and an indoor pool that the whole family will enjoy. Come book a room at the newest hotel in Pittsburgh, the Holiday Inn Express.
Great effort by our team, good on both ends of the floor. I thought we came out, established ourselves early, weathered runs, which we knew they would do, found ways to kind of stop it, and offensively, I thought our team really responded well when they did make runs and kind of kept that space or that gap in between the score. And just very fortunate. I've said it all along. I think Missouri Southern is the most talented team in the conference. I think they're a hard matchup for anybody. You've got to go out and really you're going to be put on an island. They're going to go one-on-one. They're going to go make plays. And they showed that all year. But these guys stepped up to the challenge. I thought defensively we were real strong. And we kept talking about just play as one and count on your help side being there. When you're on that island, you got to make sure you understand your matchup, and they did a good job defensively. But it is a good defensive win for us tonight.
All right, we'll open up for questions. Coach, at the half, you guys were 14-2 in the turnover battle. Ended up leading to 17 points you guys scored, or 12 points you guys scored off turnovers. How big was that in the first half?
No, defense. I think, and the defensive end of it, I thought we did a great job. And then, obviously, taking care of it on the offensive end, not giving them extra possessions. Team like that, you don't want to do that. And guys took care of the ball. They did a good job of, even late in the game, of handling the press when they started putting us and running some trap stuff against us. And I thought we did a good job handling it all night.
As good as you were in the turnover battle, you're just as good on the offensive glass. You get 15 rebounds in the first half, 9 came on the offensive side. How big was that for you guys crashing the boards early?
Well, I think at half, wasn't it just 5? Then we have just 5. Yeah, 5 offensive. I didn't think we rebounded very well. I thought Southern actually did a better job on the glass than us. Their length, and then they do a good job keeping them alive with tips. And then I thought the second half we did a much better job of controlling both ends on the glass. Did a better job competing, just battling and finding ways to come up with loose balls and did some good things. So.
Josiah, what was the key to that big first half run that kind of put this game away for you guys?
It was definitely our defense. That's been the key all year, and that's what we practice every day, and that's what our team is built on.
Coach, I don't know. Remember, I think it was 5 or 6 charges you guys took in the first half.
Thanks for reminding me.
Leading into the game, or were you players just making plays?
Well, we talk about it all the time, but I thought they did just a great job of rotating. And that's why I said earlier, I tell these guys, you do your job, do the best you can. If you get beat, count on your teammates being there. And I thought those go down as turnovers, and they also get them in foul trouble, which I thought that hurt their aggressiveness, I think, and I don't know what Jeff said or not, but I think that hurt them, getting in some foul trouble. I thought that was key for us getting into their bench a little bit too.
Coach, can you kind of just put this weekend in perspective? I mean, this time last week it was Washington, and now you're sitting up here with the trophy on the table.
I'll start it, and then I'll let them finish, and because it's more about them. But number one, I told you this, I was glad to play. I think it was good that we played on Monday. Obviously, we were in a position to position ourselves for region, but we didn't do it. But it was great that we played. I think these guys all obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, you two, but they would rather play than practice anyway. And they'd rather be out on the court. So why not get out and play a little bit and enjoy it, and use your game situations to make yourselves better. I thought they continue to improve, and they continue to do things the way we ask them to. And like I said, the credit goes to these guys. I kind of sit back, and credit goes to Ryan Stock, credit goes to Preston Ingram. Obviously, number one in my life is I give thanks to Jesus Christ, and He's the one that gives me the power. I mean, there's times this year I was ready to bury myself because of some of the adversity that we faced. But if I didn't have my faith, I wouldn't have been able to get through it. I've got a great family support, my parents, my wife, right down the line, and these guys obviously make it easy on me. So, yeah, it was hard, and it was a long year. But, hey, we're going to the national tournament, and we put ourselves in that position. So.
Trey, back in December, did you imagine sitting right here, right now, with that trophy and with the most outstanding player?
No, I mean, as much as I love the game, I mean, It's pretty much acceptable, but not in my thoughts that I see myself, you know, being here, and but it's what I love to do. So just giving a thanks to my, you know, coaching staff and my players for, you know, just finding me when I'm open, and it's all about the win.
Josiah, can you talk a little bit about having a new teammate join your team at the semester and not play till February? Did that affect chemistry, or how'd that work? Not
at all. He came right in, and he worked really hard from the start, and he fit in great with our group. And obviously, he was a big part of the tournament run that we made. And he's a really good player and takes a lot of pressure off of myself and Devon as scorers. And he's a really tough matchup. He just, you know, he's got the knack for putting the ball in the hoop, especially when we need it. So he helped a lot.
You guys did such a great job of taking Southern out of its transition, but you all were the one who were taking the ball hard to the basket, either scoring or drawing fouls. Is that the game plan? Or?
Yeah, we knew they were going to come out firing. That's what they do. They take a lot of tough, quick shots, and they try to get downhill, and especially in transition. And we did a really good job with our ball pressure up starting with Javis and Dakota, and we put a lot of pressure on them, making them guard full court every possession, and they did a really good job. And then, like you said, we got downhill. We got second and third sides in our offense, and eventually they would break down and we'd get right to the hoop.
You've got the most outstanding player from the tournament on your team. Does this kind of – are you going to tell Coach next year that preseason practice really isn't that important?
You know,
yeah, it's all recruiting. Yeah.
It's nice in theory, but that's not what got us here. We're going to be back in practice, working hard and getting ready for the regional.
And I'll add to that, because that's a great question. You know, and Trey, I'll let you attest to it. But when we brought him in, I mean, we were thinking about just holding him until next year, and he didn't want to come. He didn't want to play. He wanted, because he felt our chemistry was where it was. He didn't want to disrupt anything. So we talked about it, and then when Devon was kind of in that mode, we had to sit him for a game. He's hurt a little bit, and said, I think now's the time that we make that decision. And credit to him, it's not easy to learn an offense, defense. Now, the defensive part of it, he's been coached kind of the same way because Coach Ingram and him have an earlier relationship. But, I think the learning it and how to fit in, ways to fit in, you can see him continue to get better and better as the year progresses. But that's a testament to him, and it's also a testament to these guys to embracing him and allowing him to fit in too. Am I right on that?
Yes.
All right. I'm not right very often, but sometimes I am.
Good job, brothers.
Any further questions?
Josiah, what does it feel like, to be going to the national tournament and have you had to cancel your spring break plans?
No, I'd never had any spring break plans. We're always planning on going. That was the goal coming into the season, was to win the conference tournament. And obviously, if you win the conference tournament, you're going to be in the regional tournament. So none of us, nobody on the team I know had any spring break plans. We're all focused and ready to go.
Coach, we talked about it a little bit throughout the year, but talk about your team's ability to finish strong. In the first half, you guys established yourself in the last 10 minutes. The second half, you really put the game away after facing some early adversity.
Well, they made runs. We knew they'd make a run, start the second half. I thought we did a good job of just, we managed it. We handled it the right way. I thought we did a good job of keeping our composure, not getting too tight with the ball, and we didn't allow their pressure to turn us over much, and just finished it the way we needed to. And once we got that separation back to it, during one media, I remember telling them, I said, we've only given up 3 points this half, and a little bit of, you can see it in their body language, a little bit of panic sets in, but I thought they did a good job playing through it, and one possession at a time. We always talk about next play. If you make a bad play or give up something, you can't hang on to it. Get to the next one, and you'll find a way to make up for it, and they've been good about that.
Comfort Inn of Pittsburgh offers a cozy, welcoming room with free internet access. Enjoy the indoor pool area year-round and wake up to a complimentary breakfast every morning. When staying at the Comfort Inn, you can feel at ease knowing that your satisfaction is the most important thing to us.